Make money or die. So I have a really interesting game for you. This is a game I play on a daily basis. This game is the reason I stepped out of my poverty and became rich. And this will be the game. If you play on a daily basis, I promise you, you will become rich. And basically, what this game is where you put yourself in a situation, in a position to say, I need to make this much money today, else something horrible is going to happen to me. So you increase the stakes, you increase the urgency, and then you shift your focus to one and only one thing, and that is to make money. See, what happens is most of us, whether you are an online business person, or you're running an offline business, you're a consultant, you're a freelancer, or you're someone who's just thinking to make extra money, most of us, we spend majority of our time doing things that doesn't have a direct impact on our bottom line. So you might open the store, you'll spend some time cleaning the store, organizing the stuff there, doing your bookkeeping or whatever, or looking for new things to buy, what you sold, stuff like that. If you're a website owner, you're spending a lot of the time putting a new photo, writing a new blog post, creating a new button, stuff that is unnecessary, okay? None of that stuff is making money for you. Now, what happens if you wake up today and you say, if I don't make $100 by the end of the night, my spouse is going to leave me, my children are going to leave me, I'll be homeless, I'm suffering from a horrible disease, I need $100 to get treatment today or I'm gonna die. Now what will you do? If the stakes are that high, what will you do? You're not going to go and fix your website, clean your store. You're going to think, how can I generate that $100? And I want you to get into this habit. Every day you start your day by asking, how can I make that money? And every day you set up a goal and you go after that. Anytime I'm writing a blog post, anytime I'm writing an email, anytime I'm writing an ad, anytime I'm talking to a customer, before I do that, I always play this game. I will put myself in this mindset. I need to close this customer. I cannot let this person go away. If I'm writing an email, I have to make sure this email is going to make money for me. If I'm writing a sales copy, I have to make sure people are going to read it and pay me money. So then what happens is when I'm going through this, I'm working extra hard. I'm like, okay, I wrote the sales page, but people are going to say, Magic, I don't believe you. I don't know you from anywhere. So I'm like, okay, how can I make sure that they believe me? So then I'm hunting for testimonials. I'm calling some clients saying, can I get a review from you for this product? Add that testimonial there, right? If somebody's like, I don't know how much experience you have, I don't know what you know about my situation. So I'm like, okay, I need to share some stories from my life so I can tell them how I've been in that situation that they're going through and I found a solution for me, so I have a solution for them. Whatever it is, because the stakes are so high, I cannot let this customer walk away. I absolutely have to make this sale. And this is why when you play this game, you get in that mindset. Otherwise, what happens is we do the job, we still spend that time, but we do it half-heartedly. So you wrote a sales copy, you spend like 7 days to write this amazing sales copy, right? But you never went back to check, we never went back to look at it and say, can I replace some of the words with emotionally charged words that my customers will identify with? Can I replace or rewrite some sections, some paragraphs, some words that's going to be irresistible to my customers and they won't be able to hold back and buy? You probably never went back and looked at the checklist to make sure everything that's required in an effective, powerful sales message, sales page is all in that page. We don't do that because we all get lazy with time. And when you go through this exercise, the pressure is high, the stakes are high, then you do every single thing because if I don't do this, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna lose this, my family is gonna leave me. And when you have that pressure on you, when you approach business with that, then you find a way to make things work for you. So what I usually do is anytime I'm writing a blog post, anytime I'm writing a sales page, anytime I'm about to do a sales call with someone, the first thing I do is I go through a series of questions. I'm going to turn my phone on to read those questions to you. So here is the list of questions that I ask myself every single day before I start work. So before I write a blog post, before I send an email out, I write a sales page, I'm about to do a sales call. These are the questions I ask myself. The very first thing when I start my day, I ask myself, who will buy the quickest? Who's that one person I can find who will buy right away? That could be your neighbor, could be your friend, could be someone on your email list. So that's what you do. I tell you, a long time back when I had no email list, I had like very few, maybe like 50 or 70 people on my email list. And someone would send me an email asking me a question about something, or somebody might show interest in one of the products and they might send me an inquiry. What I would do is I would like, oh, that's amazing that you asked me this question. I just recorded a video on this and I'm gonna send you that video tomorrow. And what I will do is then I will sit there, record a detailed sales message for this person. Because this person already showed interest in X, Y, Z. Now I could spend all my day doing something, sending a newsletter out to those 50 people, but there is this one person who's already interested. So creating a video for this person is the fastest way to sell. And I tell you, 99% of the time, I was able to use that strategy and sell. And I'm talking about like workshops for $2,000, $3,000. And so I would get one sale for $3,000, and then that would give me enough money to float through that month. So you understand this. This is why it's very important. Ask yourself, you need that money now. Who will be that one person? Which is the fastest conversion? Where can you get the fastest conversion? And if you start thinking that way, every action you take, every content you create will be for that person who's ready to pay you, and you'll be able to get that money in your pocket. The next thing I ask myself is like, how and where will you find them? So in this case, I told you somebody sent me an email. I knew that was a person I need to. Now you might have your neighbors, you might have people in your area, you might have your friends, you might have an email list. So you will know a series of people that you know will probably respond the best. So if you have an email of 50 people and you know at least 10 will open your email today, that means you have to sell to one person from that 10 people. That is your best shot. Okay, so that's the next thing. So who will buy the quickest, how and where you find them? Is there a better time and place to pitch them? So I'll give an example from my last business, which was a dating business. And in that business, the best time for me always was Friday night, Saturday night, or Saturday early morning. The reason was a lot of guys would go out Friday night or Saturday night, and they would not have a very good night out. They'll go out, they'll see some woman, they might not approach her, or they might flirt with her, but their interactions would not go anywhere. So now they're feeling like, shit, I need to improve my game, I need to learn more. And right at that point, I would send them an email, and that's why I would get sales. So I knew the best time to contact my customers. And in your industry, there might be the best time to reach out to people, and these are the things you should research. If you know that knowledge, you will reach out to them at their most appropriate time. What will they need to hear to buy from me? Okay, and I said, what will they need to hear, not what I need to say. This is another big mistake a lot of people do. They're all like, what can I say that will make them buy? No. What do they want to hear? So I can sit here and say, hey, my name's Magic. I'm the world's most amazing person. You should buy things from me. Everybody loves me. Yeah, I want to say that because I want you to know how amazing I am, but that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear, hey, let me tell you how I made extra money, what strategies I use that you can apply to your business, and you will make the same amount of money out. It's not about me, it's about you. What do you want to hear? That is what. So when you write a copy, when you write an email, when you create social media, don't go about like how amazing I am, which is what majority of marketers do. You focus on what is it that will help them the most. And if you're helping them, if you can show them that you can help them, you have the solution to their problem, you have the product that will be good for them, whether it's going to entertain them, whether it's going to make them healthy, whether it's going to make them more money, it doesn't matter, whether it's going to look good in their home. If what you have is good for them, they will open their wallet and pay you. The next thing I ask them is, or ask myself is, what price will they be willing to pay? This is also really important. So I want to sell this phone to you for $50,000, and maybe there's one person who might buy it on this planet, but you won't because you can find these phones for other price. So this is the time you do the research. You look at your competitors and see what price range they're using to sell that kind of product. And also if you have a list, if you've already sold before, then you also know what price people pay. And if you want to create this urgency, which I do a lot, by the way, I often do this flash sales where I want to sell them today. So I'll give them 50% off and I'll say, look, I'm launching a new product today and it will be priced at $97, but if you buy today, it will be 50% off. So now when it's 50% off for them, people buy it right away. So what would be that one price range where they're going to jump at it? They just can't hold back. You're running a webinar. What can you do? You usually charge $1,000. What if you tell them if they buy in the next 30 minutes, it will be $800 off, so 80% off, right? You can raise extra money. You're running a restaurant. What can you do that people, what kind of ad or what kind of brochures you can send to people where they just can't hold back? And if you start thinking this way, you will know the answers to every obstacle that's keeping you from getting extra money in your pocket. Can you sell something more? This is another thing you should always think of. Somebody's already in your store. They're buying something from you. Maybe they're paying you 50%. Is there something else you can sell to them and that will put extra money in your pocket, right? And this way you can double your revenue. You can have more money than you wanted. If you need $100 to survive today, you're not going to complain if you make $150 or $200. So always ask yourself, somebody's already opened their wallet. Somebody's already paying you. Can you get some extra money from them? And you're not getting it for free. You're giving them something in exchange. It's just you're thinking, since they're already ready to buy, how can I sell something more that will be good for them and for me? And the last question I ask myself is, what can I do to sell tomorrow? I already start thinking for the next day today. So you see, these are the questions I go through every morning. Who will buy the quickest? How and where will I find them? Is there a better time and place to pitch it to them? What will they need to hear to buy? What price will they be willing to pay? Can I sell something more to them? And who do I sell tomorrow? And if you go through this and then you work and you execute, you're always going to make money. Once you start doing this, understand that when you start this, you're not going to be successful every single time. I've been doing marketing for 8 or 10 years, and even now my campaigns bomb. This is natural. This is part of the process. When you become that business person, the marketer, the salesperson, you understand you're not going to get sales every single time. You're not going to have a successful campaign every single time, and that is okay. When you will start, you will also make some big mistakes. I know when I first started, my very first letter I remember, I put so much sales jargon because I wanted people to buy. And it was the most ridiculous sales letter anybody can write. Even today, I read that sometimes and I laugh that I couldn't believe I made a fool of myself by writing that. But you know what? Because I made a fool of myself, that's allowed me to continue and grow my business, become more mature, and make more money. So never be embarrassed, never be afraid to make a mistake, never be afraid that some customers are going to leave you. That's totally fine. If one leaves, somebody else will come in. The only way you will grow is if you keep trying and if you keep pushing the boundaries. That's the only way you will grow in life, only way you will grow in business. So do this every single day, okay? Wake up, tell yourself, I need to raise $100 today, and then keep pushing it. You can start with $10 and then keep extending the goalpost, keep pushing it farther. Now I need $20, now I need to make $100, now I need to make $200. And after a while, you will get good at this. After a while, your instincts will develop. You will know exactly what product to create, who to offer, who to sell, what price range to do. And then this game becomes really, really interesting. And then what I also do is I take this to the next level. I actually will bring my friends in, and then with them I'll have a competition. Okay, I'm going to raise this much money today, you're going to raise this much money today. Let's see what happens. Even when I hire a freelancer, I send them these 7-8 questions and I want them to answer that. And once they answer those questions to me, I know if this is a person who can think out of the box, who can go and find me a customer who can help me grow my business. If they can answer that, that's a person I don't want. So this is a really, really powerful game. And if you start using it, if you start applying it to your life every single day, just watch how quickly your mindset will change. You'll steer away from wasting your time and focusing only on one thing that makes you money. And when you make money, you can hire hundreds of people to do all those worthless things like responding to emails and all that stuff. and your life will change. So let me know what you think of this, and let me know if you do something similar to this that has helped you make money, help you grow your business, because I would like to know that, and I'm sure other people would like to know that. So hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.